You guys mentioned Ricardo was spinning on his head right now.
You got that little centipede he was doing.
I'll do it one more time. I'll do a human centipede.
Come on, man. He's breaking it down, man.
That's the green frog. We're going to say that for the green frog.
You know what you want to do is to bust out that cardboard, just like you did at the Central City Mall back in the days.
Yeah. By Carl's Jr.
By Burger King. Come on.
Real quick, Mr. Avila. For sure, man. You're a father, I'm a father, and I'm a musician. I have passion, so I really want to give it up to you guys. Let's give it up for Mr. Avila one more time. Bobby Avila, for sure. And I'm a true believer in passion too. That's why we connect. Everyone connects here. Who's coming and going from here has a passion, and also for the community, also for the kids. Anyone, the people, older people, homeless people. There's vets. But anyways, I just want to give it to you as a father, and that I commend you. I'm a true believer of letting your kids fly like kites. You still got to hold them on a string, but you let them go where they want to go. You know what I'm saying? So.
Well, they're doing it now. I provided the tools. It's ironic because last Christmas Eve, Isaiah said, "Pops, you don't have nothing to prove anymore. You gave us the tools, and we're there. We made history." And, as you know, as being a father, it's not easy, when you're struggling against the odds. And, you never want to fail your kids, And I remember Bobby would tell me every time I came home from my gigs or when I came out of town, he said, "Dad, when do I get to go in the studio?" And I said, "Oh, when I think you're ready." So a year later, he had 3 songs put together. I said, "Okay, you're ready." And, and it started from there. And then when we signed with RCA, it didn't work out so well there. And, it's ironic how it all happened and how it came together and how we hooked up with Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis. And I was mastering the album and I was going to, was ready to put my own label together. And Terry Lewis just happened to call in, and we were like in our 5th song. And he had asked the engineer, "Who's that in the background?" And I says, "Well, Bobby Ross, obviously the kid that was on RCA, and his pops are either going to go independent." And anyway, I looked over at Brian, and Brian said, "Terry Lewis wants to know if you could send a tape over, And I go, "Terry Lewis, Jimmy Jam?" And he goes, "Yeah." So he happened to call in on Karen White's, but I had changed the date 4 times, the time 3 times. So 2 weeks later, I'm in Minneapolis. No question, we want to sign him. There's no negotiating. That's how Terry was. He saw that passion. He heard the music, and he says, "Man, we need people like you." And it just so happened. He said, "Man, you guys are the baddest Latinos I've ever encountered, And that's a compliment,
We know.
And I'm pinching myself, and I go, "Am I here? What?" And the opportunity to work in the studio, I learned from Terry. I learned a lot of stuff from Terry. And he would always look at me and he'd go, "Hey, Pops, what do you think? What do you think about this?" And I'll go over to Terry and go, "Terry, man, I played your music for 2 years, and you're asking me." But see, that's the respect they gave you. And, I in the days my boys were born, I could see that they were special. They had a gift. And all I did was nurture it.
Okay.
It came from God,
That's what's up.
Yep.
See, that's just like earlier today how you seen my son. You just kept saying, "Enjoy that time, enjoy that time."
Yep.
And I do. I every time I get something with my son, I got to take it with it. You know what I mean? Like Ben being around, they see it. That's my boy. He gives mad respect to a lot of people. And so, let's get back to what was that?
Prop 47.
Prop 47.
But before that, Yvonne Flores, she wanted to say what's up. She's saying what's up to everybody. Shout out to Yvonne out there.
Hey, Yvonne.
They know what's up. But Prop 47.
Oh yeah, there was my cousin Rosie Soto wanted to say what's up to Mike Flores here. She couldn't make it. She's just like, she always wants to come out, but she just didn't make it out this
We
time.
appreciate it. Well, we want to talk about a Prop 47. That's pretty much schools, not prisons. Taking away money from prisons and put it into education, put it into rehabilitation. There's people getting incarcerated for petty crimes, going to prison. It's a proposition that I'd ask everyone to look out for. It's Prop 47 will be on the ballot. It's just something to look out for. I mean, I've been in situations where I know I shouldn't have been in jail, you know what I mean? So, I mean, let's look hard at it. Let's not waste state, county's money. Let's rehabilitate people, put people back on the streets and get them active and, you know, productive.
Definitely, we were talking about it on the break that knowledge is power. We're talking about if you're doing time, like, should build you to be better, stronger, and more wiser. Like, they should give you wisdom in there. You know, they should, and send you out as productive, or like we're talking about, I was thinking about symphonies or orchestras of inmates. Somehow they're that they're going to give back something beautiful. They didn't. I know not every inmate meant to do that, or they didn't know better at that time, but they could become smarter. Knowledge is power. I heard you say.
And Mike's right. You know, you guys, everybody has to remember that it's your money that the state's playing with. So make sure that when you see that Prop 47, remember where these kids may end up if you don't give them the proper education, the tools that are needed. And Mike's a big supporter of it. You're going to find out how big he of a supporter is. Just like the rest of us, you know, just doing the giving back to the community. And Mike, you know, it's always been an honor and a pleasure to see what you're doing out there in LA, you know, and coming out here too as well.
Yeah, we got your back. Just as, like I said, Sock Monkey or Ricardo, if you need a team for any event that you do, I said we're there. Just how you supported us, the community will support you.
We appreciate that. Thank you.
I can relate to, you know, his situation and stuff and that, and thank God that there's redemption for us. You know, we've been there, done that, and now we can see the light. And if we can pass out that light to those, and it's a great thing that he's doing, you know, because in that story, you know, there's a lot of things I'm not proud of. And in that story, the lady that wrote the script for Moonlighting helped me with mine and told me about all the ugly that you got to bring out, and that's your redemption. And, you know, we have to be the ones to help those kids out there and let them know that there's redemption for them, because some kids think they consider them the worst of all. I did, you know. But there's a God, you know. We have this thing titled, if you got a goal and dream and believe in yourself and God, you can be anything you want to be. You know, you can hear all the negative, all the rejections, but hey, that ain't God's decision. We all have a destiny, all of us. And what he's doing, and to help kids and stuff, that's a great thing. That's his redemption.
What do you guys think about that? Yeah. Seriously, I know we're all on that same tip. I look at everyone in the room, and I know that we're on the same page. Let's talk about the new film you guys are putting together.
I'm working on, I'm producing my own project right now, and that's why I said let's give it up for Mike, because you guys want to see him in this project. You really do. It's a cartel movie, and it's actually being written by the writer for the Jon Stewart Show. He's writing our script, and shout out to Jeff out there in New York. You know, and everybody that's aboard on this project. You know, I'm excited for being in the industry. But a year, in August was a year, making ground, little headway, and then this project here is something.
What's the name of it, man?
Well,
it's like, okay,
yeah,
so top secret.
Yeah, it's kind of top secret, yeah.
Okay.
But as it goes along, we're going to be making a fan page and so forth, and exposing a little bit. Like I said, Bobby's going to be in it as well. We have
Jerome.
It's
that's something different, right?
Who? Jerome.
That's for the father's
well,
journey to the Grammys.
Yeah, but Joe Baton wants a part of this movie project, the cartel project there.
I'll play an orphan in any movie, I swear. I just want to play a little
Shout
boy.
out to Joe out
Dirty
there,
little boy.
you know. But yeah, it's been a great journey, you guys. And my goal is, just like Mike's and Mr. Avila, is to encourage the youth to follow that correct path, not end up where you have to do that Prop 47 crap and all that. You know what I mean? On the other side of it, you know. So that's my goal here in the community, and I'm going to be working with Mike out in his community to help the youth out there as well.
Let us know, seriously, for the Foot Clan or some Manpowers or entertainment.
Oh, absolutely.
Let us know, because we want to build on that idea. I'm serious. It's like, I didn't think, we give so many people cancer, so many different diseases. There's everything to give to, but we also forget about some of the youth, because there's youth that have illnesses too. But so we forget about the youth that didn't have the right guidance in the beginning.
Right, and that's what we want to set a foundation for. I'm
Awesome.
sure there's other people out there, but we want to be able to let the youth know that, look at me, at my age, a door open. So can you imagine if you're her age and you want to do something like that, you know, you take part in a movie or in music or something. Don't give up your dreams because you live in the hood. Don't give them up. I was just a fortunate one. And with that said, you know, I want to continue giving back to the community.
I believe you can make a movie on an iPad if you're really that determined. But let's wrap it up with these the father, the road to the journey to the Grammys. Let's give it up for that, man. This is like seriously. I mean, we don't know that many people that are trying to make movies and.
I really thought for sure he was going to bring a Grammy with him, because he has a picture. He has a picture here with 2 Grammys. If you see that,
Well, how many of you think that it's Latino time now?
Yeah. Oh my God.
We're scraping the surface now.
We're all for it.
And I think it's time. I think it's time that we could all come together and move forward, because I believe it's our time.
We're always hard workers,
Yeah.
but in a different scene and in different areas. But it's kind of like definitely growing.
The scene is in Hollywood is the Latinos are good for background or stereotyped as orale homeboy. No more.
I could play aerobic. Ooh, I can play someone who's in need. Do that.
7-Eleven.
Sorry, I can play many roles.
You know, I think there's quite a few known actors, and Mike knows what I'm talking about, out there right now making ground for us Latinos, you know. And the ones that should have opened the door and can
Aren't. Shame on you, man. Shame. Aren't. I know you're watching too. They're probably.
But I gotta give a shout out to Emilio Rivera. He's making ground for us.
All right, that's what's up, man. Let's give it once again for Mike Flores, Ben Munoz, Bobby Avila. We're gonna take it back to Dave Cato.